What's good, gentlemen? It's the hottest, illest, most latest on the tool. You're going to send this man Harvey, and I'm back with another banger. You did what I'm saying? Banger for your head top. Now, we got Katt Williams exposing why Steve Harvey must run, as Diddy already sold him to the feds. Like, comment, subscribe if you're new, man. Let's get into it.
Now, if the government is going to mandate that they are responsible for your well-being, they have to ensure the safety of your well-being.
Rumors are that Diddy was running some kind of Epstein type deal where he was filming everybody, right?
That's the rumors. Yeah, I don't know that there's any proof or anything other than that.
2024 is shaping up to be the year of revelations, and no one is safe, especially not the Hollywood elites. Big names are being dragged through the mud, and the headlines just keep getting juicier by the day. If you thought Katt Williams was done airing out dirty laundry in Hollywood, think again. He's back at it, and this time, he's got Steve Harvey in his sights.
I love Katt Williams, bro. He started this year off with a banger, bro. Like, why'd he been talking about this shit, bro? He been talking about all of this that's been happening behind closed doors, in his stand-ups, in interviews. Just, he's a truth teller. He's a truth seeker, a truth teller. But, yeah, man, he started this year off with a bang, and he is keeping his foot on Diddy's neck now. Like,
but this isn't just a celebrity feud. Oh no, it goes way deeper. We're talking secrets that have been festering for decades, blackmail, betrayal, and parties that'll make your head spin. So buckle up, because we're diving headfirst into the rabbit hole of Hollywood's most shocking scandals. And trust us, things are about to get messy.
Took Sean Diddy Combs into custody. He's seen in this video entering the Park Hyatt Hotel in Midtown Manhattan with others when agents from Homeland Security Investigations approach and separate him. They place Combs under arrest and lead him out the front door in handcuffs.
Now, if you remember Katt Williams' infamous sit-down with Shannon Sharpe earlier this year, you'll know that Katt didn't hold back. He dropped bomb after bomb about Sean Diddy Combs, Steve Harvey, and a bunch of other A-listers. You could almost hear jaws dropping across the internet. The truth is, Katt has been warning us for years. Hollywood is a twisted place, and the people at the top, they have secrets they'd do anything to keep buried. But 2024 is proving to be the year those secrets come to light, and it's all starting with Diddy and Steve Harvey.
He controlled every aspect of her life. He is accused of frequently beating her and would hide her in hotel rooms for days until the bruising and signs of abuse were gone.
During that interview with Shannon Sharpe, Katt made some wild claims about Diddy's parties. Now, if you know anything about Diddy, you've probably heard the rumors swirling around his legendary mansion parties. And let's just say, these weren't your typical industry gatherings. According to Katt, these parties had a darker side, with things going on behind closed doors that would make even the...
That Triple H.
Katt, these parties had a darker side, with things going on behind...
Oh, he's wild. Triple H, I mean, they all together. Okay.
Behind closed doors that would make even the most seasoned Hollywood insider raise an eyebrow. Katt even mentioned being offered millions, 4 times, in fact, to protect his integrity. And what was he protecting it from, exactly? Well, according to Katt, Diddy had some pretty wild requests, and let's just say Katt wasn't interested in partaking. You gotta tell him no, Katt said. P. Diddy wanted to party, and
you got to tell him no. Hey, I did a short talking about that shit, and that joint going dumb. Like, I had 12,000 views on that video, bro. That was funny.
Gotta tell him no.
All funny, lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way.
That's a direct quote from Katt's conversation with Shannon Sharpe, and it's safe to say that sparked the wildfire. But the bombshells didn't stop there. Katt went on to talk about Steve Harvey, and this is where things get really interesting.
The same Steve that went to go watch Mark Curry do his whole sitcom and then stole everything Mark...
Katt claimed that Steve Harvey, yes, the same Steve Harvey we all know from Family Feud, has been Diddy's slave for years. And why? Well, it all comes down to some tapes that Diddy allegedly has on Steve from those infamous mansion parties. The implication here is clear. Steve's been blackmailed, forced into silence and submission because Diddy's got the dirt. And we're not just talking about rumors here. Katt strongly hinted that there's actual video evidence.
And in this lawsuit, he claims that essentially P. Diddy was the Epstein of the rap industry.
Let's rewind a little bit. In case you didn't know, Steve Harvey and Diddy go way back. They've been friends for years, with their relationship dating as far back as 2005. And that's not all.
Really?
Steve's stepdaughter, Lori Harvey, has also been romantically linked to Diddy. That's right, Lori, who was only 22 at the time, was seen hanging out with Diddy, sparking rumors about the relationship. But here's where it gets...
That's outrageous. That's outrageous. That's outrageous. I thought he was going to say that Diddy and one of his sons, Lori Harvey and one of Diddy's sons was linked together. Diddy and Steve Harvey's stepdaughter, I believe that's his stepdaughter, right? Lori Harvey. I didn't even know these niggas was friends. Like, I've never seen or imagined Diddy, P. Diddy, a music exec, and Steve Harvey, a comedian and actor, to just be friends. Like, they're not even in the same industry. Well, they're in the entertainment industry, but they're not in the same category. You dig what I'm saying? Okay.
It's even juicier. Before Diddy, Lori was reportedly linked to Diddy's son, Justin Combs. Yeah, let that sink in for a minute.
And a lot of the evidence...
Diddy's son is about the relationship. But here's where it gets even juicier. Before Diddy, Lori was reportedly linked to Diddy's son, Justin Combs. Yeah, let that sink in for a minute.
That's
and
nasty.
A lot of the evidence, alleged evidence...
She could have just been hanging out with Diddy just because that's like her ex-father-in-law, right? That's like her almost almost father-in-law. That's still weird. I'm not even going to hold it.
That's been gathered in this case was from those 2 raids that were conducted on his personal homes in Miami and Los Angeles. And the indictment names the things seized that he allegedly made videos of the...
Hit me with that ad. Someone joked on my shit and said, yo, how you react to videos and you watching ads? Get YouTube Premium. Because, nigga, I'm not about to pay for... Why am I paying for YouTube? What are you talking about? Like...
These performances that have been named freak-offs.
Katt, being the Hollywood insider that he is, wasn't going to let this one slide. He dropped the bomb that Steve might have actually encouraged Lori to get involved with Diddy, and not just for love. Oh no, this was all might have actually...
Diddy and Lori Harvey, how she helped uplift him after Kim Porter's. She makes him happy.
Encouraged Lori to get involved with Diddy, and not just for love. Oh no, this was all about keeping things quiet. According to Katt, Steve Harvey allowed Lori to get close to Diddy as part of some larger scheme, one that involved keeping Steve's own secrets buried.
They just tell the stories. Thanks to my wife, I'm where I am. You said that about the first wife. You forget that?
Katt even said that Steve views Lori as nothing more than an ATM card, suggesting that Harvey's motives were far from paternal. But let's be real, this is Katt Williams we're talking about, and when he gets going, the shade is endless. Lori and Diddy were spotted all over the place back in 2019, from Cabo San Lucas to Italy, with the media going wild over their globe-trotting adventures. They even dined with Lori's parents, Steve and Marjorie Harvey, during a trip to Italy. And that, my friends, is where people really started connecting the dots. How could Steve be okay with his stepdaughter dating a man 27 years older than her, especially when that man had been romantically linked to her ex-boyfriend, his own son, Justin?
And he's the same age as you. That's the big reason. That's the big reason. Oh, snap. This just get deeper and deeper. When you think you know something, you think you know you're used to something, and it's just been, you think you know, something happened and it just flipped your mind a whole nother direction and you never knew the whole time.
Comedian, entertainer, television host, family man. But most importantly, I happen to be a man of faith.
It's the kind of twisted Hollywood drama you just can't make up. But Katt Williams wasn't done. He wasn't just calling out Steve for being okay with Lori's relationship. He was suggesting that Steve was actively complicit in keeping things quiet. And that's when the rumors of blackmail started flying. According to Katt, Steve had attended some of Diddy's notorious parties back in the 90s and early 2000s, and Diddy allegedly recorded him. That's the secret that Katt's hinting at, the leverage that Diddy has been holding over Steve's head for years.
Replete with very, very serious and salacious allegations, including allegations that...
Wait, he has videos since the 90s and the 2000s. Yo, everybody is done. Whoever was an artist or anybody, a public figure of any sort, and y'all was at the Diddy parties, all of y'all is done. Mind you, it could be a whole person who used to be lit and was on some wild shit back in the 90s, early 2000s. It's 2024. Their whole life is different. They flipped. They're probably married, happy. They're living a family life, happy. Meanwhile, this shit from 2002 come back up, and it's a video of you at Diddy party acting a fool, acting a nut, just wilding everywhere, just the Johnson and Johnson, yo, it was a mess. It come back to the light, and now your whole present life, your wife, your kids, none of them even knew. It's coming to the light now. That's a terrible situation to be in. Like, imagine you just wilding on the video, and now you got to sit there and do all the crazy shit that they telling you to do now because you don't want that video to surface to your family now. That is wild work, bro. That is wild work. That's why you gotta, you know what I mean? You gotta tell him no.
Now, if you thought this was just a one-time thing, think again. Katt's got a history of going after Steve Harvey, and the beef between these two has been brewing for a long time. In fact, during that same interview with Shannon Sharpe, Katt didn't hold back. He ripped into Steve, calling him a country bumpkin black dude that can't talk good and look like Mr. Potato Head. And that wasn't all. Katt claimed that Steve stole material from fellow comedian Mark Curry and used it to launch his own sitcom, The Steve Harvey Show, back in the day.
Why would you do all of that man's stuff that he did on his show on yours and then do the dude's stand-up when you go on the road?
Let's break that down for a second. Katt accused Steve of straight up stealing the idea for his show from Mark Curry, another comedian who had his own sitcom called Hangin' with Mr. Cooper. According to Katt, Steve attended one of Mark's live tapings and then went on to create a show where he played a similar character, a principal who wore a suit and ran a school. The shade was real, and Katt didn't mince words. He basically accused Steve of
the Steve Harvey Show. He was a principal of a school. He had the flat top. This is what we mostly know Steve for. Back then, is his Steve Harvey Show. Mark Curry had a show called Hanging with Mr. Cooper. And he apparently, I remember this show, but I don't remember exactly, because it wasn't as big as the Steve Harvey Show. So he was a principal apparently, and he wore suits, and he was in the show. Damn, bro. I'm not saying it's true, but the shows are similar. Like the principal of the school and then wearing suits. They say he bit off of him. It could have been a coincidence. Nah, because he said he was at the live taping of the Mark Curry Show, so damn.
Of being a fraud who built his career on the backs of other people's work.
The special housing unit is a 24-hour lockdown unit, which means that any movement within that unit is controlled and coordinated, and no inmate moves outside of his cell without being in full restraints, to include leg irons, handcuffs, a belly chain, and at least 2, if not 3 staff members escorting them.
But Katt didn't stop at the past. He went in hard on Steve's present-day career, too. He brought up the fact that Steve Harvey supposedly retired from stand-up comedy after losing a comedy battle to Katt himself. According to Katt, this went down in Detroit in front of a crowd of 10,000 people. And the reason Steve lost, Katt says, it's because he exposed Steve for wearing a wig. Yep, you heard that right. Katt claims that Steve's iconic bald head isn't all it seems, and that he actually wore a wig for years, hiding the truth from everyone. And when Katt called him out on stage, it was game over. Damn. Steve, according to Katt, couldn't handle the heat and decided to step away from stand-up altogether.
Are you not afraid about being blackballed again? These are some power people.
What do you mean again? These people are not powerful. Satan can't create anything.
Of course.
Katt was on his, I don't give up. I'm saying everything I knew all these years, nigga, is coming all out in his interview today, bro. That interview is Shannon Sharpe's biggest interview known to date by a lot. Like, that shit got 75 million views, bro. And his next video, highest video was like 14, 15 million, bro. 75
Steve Harvey
million
has
views.
denied all of this, but the fact remains,
Watch
Katt
this.
Williams is relentless. He's been calling out Steve for years, and it seems like 2024 is the year he's finally getting some vindication. Why? Because Diddy, the man at the center of all these allegations, is finally facing serious legal trouble. And this time, it's not just rumors.
You know, I think in federal court and for these charges, they would say it's routine, but in the public realm, this is very significant, just from who we associate Diddy being and everything we've seen him do over the decades. Like you said, this is quite the downfall to go from, I mean, we saw the mansions back in March that were raided by the feds. So to go from living in those mansions to being in
And found 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lubricant. Let's add that to the mix too. But yes.
jail cell, right?
Federal authorities recently raided Diddy's homes in Los Angeles and Miami, looking for evidence in connection with a major investigation. And what's the investigation about, you ask? Well, it's looking into some seriously shady activities that Diddy's been linked to for years. And if the allegations are true, this could spell disaster for a whole lot of people, Steve Harvey included.
That clearly there is a criminal investigation underway, and that they believe that there would be evidence of crimes in one or both of these homes.
Katt has been dropping hints for a while now, saying that 2024 would be the year that Hollywood's darkest secrets come to light. And with Diddy's recent arrest, it's starting to look like he was right. The FBI, along with other law enforcement agencies, are investigating Diddy for a whole range of crimes, and it's not looking good for the music mogul. And here's where things get interesting. If Diddy goes down, he's not going down alone. According to Katt, there are a lot of big names involved in this mess, and Steve Harvey is one of them.
There are some problems that the defense has brought up originally, but it seems like, just from reading this 14-page indictment, that there is enough physical evidence to perhaps get a conviction in this case. We shall see. These are allegations.
This is where the parallels to R. Kelly's case come into play. Remember how R. Kelly's downfall started with whispers and rumors, and then all of a sudden the legal system caught up with him? Well, many are saying that Diddy's case is shaping up to be just like that. Diddy, like Kelly, is a hugely influential figure in the music industry, and
they better not find tapes of R. Kelly there too, bro. If R. Kelly is, you know what I mean, he's doing his time right now. I mean, singing probably at all the prison talent shows, doing his time right now, doing whatever he got to do to get by, bro. He do not need no more, like, to be thrown at him, bro. If you see R. Kelly over there singing, putting baby oil on him, I don't see my mind. It's telling, yeah, I mean, he don't need no more. That's all I'm saying. Let that man just do his time and just keep him out. I mean, if y'all do find the tapes, throw it away, Kels, bro.
And for years, he's managed to keep his reputation relatively clean, despite the swirling rumors. But with this investigation heating up, it seems like the law is finally catching up to him.
Why doesn't the government want him to turn himself in? Because then they can't ask for detention. So they go and they arrest him. They arrest a guy who came to New York to turn himself in.
Katt has been saying for years that these Hollywood elites aren't as untouchable as they seem. All these big deviants are all catching hell in 2024, Katt said recently, adding that it doesn't matter if you're Diddy, Steve Harvey, or any other big name. If you've got secrets, they're coming out this year. Katt also mentioned that he's been collecting information for 30 years, and now he's ready to expose everything. I know so many things I shouldn't know, and they all know it, he said.
That this is the end of the Diddy story as we know it.
So what does this mean for Steve Harvey? Well, if Katt's to be believed, it means that Steve could be facing some serious fallout from his association with Diddy. Katt's been hinting for months that there's more to the story, and with Diddy now in the legal crosshairs, it's only a matter of time before more names start getting dragged into the mix.
Then you asked it, why you not a movie star? I didn't want to be a movie star. This the same, bro.
Yo, Katt was going in, bro. Cause like he is doing a stand-up special right now on the Shannon Sharp show, bro. On the Shannon Sharp in the podcast.
Asked it, why you not a movie star? I didn't want to be a movie star. This the same, bro, that hated on Bernie with this same thing.
And let's not forget, Katt's been talking about receipts. He's hinted that he has proof of everything he's been saying. And if that proof comes to light in a courtroom, it could be game over for a lot of people. Steve Harvey's career, his reputation, and his family legacy could all be on the line. This whole situation is just starting to unfold, but one thing is clear. The drama between Katt Williams, Steve Harvey, and Diddy is far from over. And with Diddy's legal troubles getting worse by the day, the stakes couldn't be higher. The question is, how far will this go?
Now, so what is next?
All right, I'm gonna end it right here, bro. If y'all want to react to the rest, just let me know. I'll come back to it, but I pretty much got what I needed to get out of this and see what I wanted to see. Basically what he's saying, Steve Harvey's involved with the Diddy, with the diddler. That's what his name is apparently. A lot of people calling him the diddler. Yo, this is wild work, bro. But I'm gonna end it off right here. Katt Williams is like a fortune teller or some shit. Like, out of all the times to say what he said in the Shannon Sharp interview, this year was the perfect time. But like, comment, subscribe if you're new, man. It's the hottest, illest, most latest on the tube. You know what I'm saying? It's your man Harvey, and I'm gonna get up out of here. All right, I'm gonna get up out of here. All right, I'm gonna see you on the flip side. Comment more videos you want to react to. Comment more music. Comment more reactions. Comment more challenges. I'm here for all of that. You dig what I'm saying? It's your man Harvey. I'm gonna get up out of here. All right, see you on the flip side. You dig what I'm saying?